As we all know, schools are out in most parts of the United States right now, and we don't know when schools are coming back. And so many youngsters, coast to coast, depend on schools to get the lunches and the nutrition that they need. And right now, you can visit gotmilk.com to find a listing of participating meal-to-go service sites locations around your neighborhoods where families can pick up meals, because no kid should have to go hungry, as we all know. So go to healthyeating.org/school meals. Again, healthyeating.org/school meals, or go visit gotmilk.com to see if there's any help that can be gotten for you and your family and your kid. And here on behalf of the California Milk Processing Board, and also on behalf of the Dairy Council of California, is the 27th overall pick of the 2017 National Basketball Association Draft from your Los Angeles Lakers, Kyle Kuzma. How are you, Kyle?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am better for talking to you.
Safe and sound? Are you good?
I am.
And family good?
My wife Susie, who you know because of her covering the Lakers, she is well.
I do know Susie.
She wanted me to
say hello,
and she wanted me to send you her best as well. I do have to start this interview because I have in this manner, and it may sound weird, but I did see your Instagram. Are you in the tub right now talking to me? Because I saw your Instagram post the other day, Kyle. Where are you?
I'm actually not in the tub talking to you right now.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that is a good thing. I'm actually just sitting here.
Okay, good.
That would be pretty awkward, but
nope. Hey, look, Deion Sanders is called in from his tub, right? That's happened before, correct, Chris? That's happened before on this show.
Somebody called you guys from the tub?
Deion Sanders. Not just anybody.
The one and only.
Okay, but Deion can do that. That's different.
Well, I mean, Kyle, I mean, it's all good.
Okay.
But hey, look, man, are you healthy? Is your family, everybody that you know, is everybody fine in your world, Kyle?
Yes, everyone is good in my world. Family's good. Friends are good. Organization's good. So
that's great.
Yeah, that's the shining light.
Okay, walk me through when you first heard, about Rudy Gobert and what that was meaning for potentially your season, the NBA season, Kyle. When did you first learn about all that?
I think we were home at the time. We were home during this, and I was at home watching the game, and watching the game about to start, and it's kind of just folded, and you know how it kind of went, but. It wasn't necessarily a surprise, any type of virus, global virus at that, has the firepower to, hit anyone, and it just kind of just shows you and puts things in perspective that, any and everybody can get it. So. Did
you guys get tested right away?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we got tested right away, yes.
Okay. And everything was fine with you personally? From all of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Knocking on wood right there. What have you been told about the return of the NBA? What do you know right now, Kyle? Obviously, it's up in the air. It's fluid, to say the least. But what have you been told?
Just as much as you, pretty much. Nobody really knows. This is such a weird and crazy time for us right now, just because quite frankly, we just haven't, as a society, really gone through something like this within at least our generation. So, it's just a waiting game. It's all about taking, precautions, measures, being safe, making sure that, everyone is safe, and just doing their part, staying inside, and, really just, trying to help the world out by doing that.
Of course. And then, if it is decided that the world is ready and can handle potentially playing in front of an NBA, playing in front of no fans, but it would require folks like yourself. I mean, we all talk about, hey, what can happen when for the sport to come back. Dr. Fauci of the NIH even said on a Snapchat interview that it is possible for sports to come back, but everybody's got to be sequestered. Everybody's got to stay in a hotel. That's the only thing they can do, is basically go from the hotel to the arena or hotel to the stadium. Everybody that either drives a bus or serves food or does anything associated with the return of the sport has to do the same thing. And we're all, as fans, go, sure, but You're the one who's got to do it. Would you be up for something like that, Kyle?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the interesting thing with trying to do that dynamic. For that dynamic, like you said, we would have to be in a hotel, could never leave. Family members, even if they're allowed in there or not, how does that go? And then you have to think about the workers. So, let's say we're in Vegas and we're staying at a certain hotel. All the people that work in that hotel have to stay there too. So, that's a pretty hefty thing. And I think the one thing, obviously, sure, as a competitor and someone that loves the game of basketball, of course, we all want to play. This is what we do for our livelihoods. And this is something that we've been doing for our entire life. But I think the thing that's kind of being missed with, people saying, yeah, we want you guys to finish and play is, there's a lot of players out there that have the same worries that the actual the regular human, regular person has, playing against people, is it safe or whatever, whatnot. So, I think that, it's such a iffy thing right now and very uncertainty.
That said, how often are you and the rest of the Lakers maybe either getting together by teleconference, Zoom, however you want to call it? Do you guys stay in touch or are you working out? I mean, how do you stay potentially ready if things do hopefully make a great turn for us as an entire populace, if not world, that allows the possibility of this to happen?
Well, we're, as you guys kind of seen throughout the season, we're a pretty tight-knit group. We always talk to each other every day. Mm-hmm. We have a group chat. We all always communicate within there. And, I think the biggest thing, from an athletic standpoint, we can't really play basketball. There's no access to gyms and things of that nature. Obviously we can't get in our own team facilities, and, most facilities are shut down too because of this, because of the seriousness of it. So the biggest thing is what you can control is taking care of your body. Still as a athlete, preparing for if the season does come back, you have to be ready. So that just kind of just involves just eating well and still working out as you can. A lot of guys are probably working out at home. For me, I have a gym at my house, so I can work out and it's fine. I'm lucky and blessed to have that, but just try to find out see what you can do.
Kyle Kuzma of the Los Angeles Lakers here, also part of the Dairy Council of California and the folks at Got Milk with the California Processing Board to make sure kids get meals because so many kids that look up to you and follow you. This is so important. I'm glad that you're doing it. How did you get involved in all this, Kyle, to make sure that kids that normally maybe get their nutrition through schools can somehow get fed and get the nutrition, the milk, the proteins that they require, the calcium they require?
Well, for me, I just think that athletes should always use their their platform for good and for good measures. And for me, I just wanted to be a little bit vocal during this time, and just, let people have that awareness. There's a lot of families out there, especially in the state of California, that are, struggling right now during these crazy times and may not have food for their kids or, food for, multiple kids in the house. So, partnering with Got Milk and, they just are doing a great job for really just putting the message out of free school meals are still available at suggested sites out here.
So again, gotmilk.com and healthyeating.org/school meals to check on all that. Now, Kyle, how does a kid from Flint, Michigan wind up in Utah to go to school? How did that happen?
Say that again?
How does a kid from Flint, Michigan wind up in Utah to go to school and start a career in basketball? How did you wind up there?
Nobody recruited me.
No kidding.
I had a really short, I had a short recruiting, list of schools that I had that I really kind of liked. And wanted to get out of the state of Michigan and just kind of like, explore, especially for being from Flint. So, Coach K and Kristoviak, that is, kind of just won me over. I took my visit to Utah, and I loved it out there. It's amazing. I always try to find time in summertime to go back there, and, it's a great state.
So, Coach Beeline, Michigan, my alma mater, didn't come knocking on your door, Kyle?
They did not. I know that's your alma mater, too. I know you're a big Go Blue guy.
I am.
But they were not knocking at all.
Not Izzo? Not Izzo,
nope.
Who's, as you know, had the Flint Stones back in the day? I mean, he never did either.
Not at all. I had like Central Michigan, Detroit Mercy, Oakland. I had like those type of Michigan schools. But,
all right. How about all that? I mean,
hey, crazy.
Hey, it all works out.
It's never where you start; it's where you finish.
Of course. And when did you learn on draft night that Nets hat that you were wearing was insignificant? You were going to the Lakers. When did that happen?
I knew for a minute because I knew that the Lakers had the 27th pick because you kind of know who they trade the picks. So I knew I was going to LA.
Okay, and then you show up,
yeah.
and I mean, my gosh, you show up in LA, and I mean, man, what a heck of a year it's been.
This has been amazing.
I know, and then there's just so much, as we've been talking about coronavirus and everything going on. Kobe's passing. I still can't believe. I can't believe that. What was your relationship with him? How did he bring you along, and the whole Mamba mentality potentially shown to you, if not placed within you, Kyle?
Well, that kind of just came about from my curiosity about the game and, just about life. Growing up, he was an idol of mine, one of my favorite players. And, getting drafted to LA, kind of put me in the driver's seat to, try to build that relationship. And, I kind of hounded Rob Pelinka, pestered him, trying to get me in contact with Kobe.
Sure.
And finally did one night. We had dinner, and ever since that day, anytime I needed something, advice to go work out, just call him about off the court things, business, basketball. He was always there, and somebody that really genuinely cared about me, and I kind of saw that in school. So,
well, you mentioned Pelinka. Obviously, he's the top basketball executive with the Lakers and was a longtime agent, and obviously the godfather to Kobe's children, and I do believe vice versa. Do you think the fact that in this whole changing over the roster that you were the guy that the Lakers held on to, do you think Kobe had anything to do with that, Kyle?
I don't know. I think that Rob, obviously being around Kobe for, many, many years, pretty much his whole entire career was his agent. Just being around him, obviously they, respect each other's basketball knowledges and opinions. So, could have been a thing, but I don't know.
No, because I just was wondering that because, again, when we interviewed Kobe a couple of summers ago, he mentioned he was training you. He mentioned you specifically. He didn't talk about too many other people, but he mentioned you.
Yeah,
Kyle.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was my guy.
And now you're playing with LeBron. I mean, what a life! And I hope for you and everybody else that you get back to go back out there again, Kyle, real soon. Before I let you go, is there, because everybody, I'm having. My wife and I are having like virtual drinks with friends, like virtual dinner parties and things like that. Is there a virtual Taco Tuesday that's going on that we don't know about with LeBron?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of virtual things right now. Okay. Virtual FaceTime,
okay.
A lot of cocktails, same type of measures you're doing.
Right.
So,
but LeBron is not like, hey, here's the address. Everybody Zoom in for a Taco Tuesday. He has not done that yet, huh?
No, that's a good idea, though, maybe.
Please.
Maybe I should bring that up in your group chat. That actually sounds like a very good idea.
My gosh. I like making people's lives better just by having them appear on the Rich Eisen show. But
maybe I need to do this more often.
I think that this is for sure. Let's do that. Let's do that. A virtual Taco Tuesday, and then when you Instagram it out or something, just at Rich Eisen Show. That's all I ask, okay?
Hey, it sounds like a plan.
And then, I eat tacos too on Tuesdays, just in case, you were just handing out that link, okay?
That's funny.
We'll chat.
Sure.
No, what do you mean that's funny? That means I'm serious.
No, I said for sure.
Oh, okay,
For
okay.
sure.
No, but you laughed and then said for sure. I mean, maybe
I'm a giggly person. It's all good.
I'm very sensitive. All right, Kyle, thanks for the call. Let's do this again more often. And again, thanks for coming on. Gotmilk.com, healthyeating.org/school meals to find out, again, a listing of participating meal-to-go service sites, locations, potentially in your neighborhood to get some food on the table for kids. Thanks for the call, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. That's Kyle Kuzma.